Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone? It's actually better than I thought it was going to be today. I thought it was going to be raining today, so I bought some stuff in to do inside, but now that I see that it's not raining and it's not supposed to be raining till later, I'll actually go outside today because I want to go in and plan out some gardening today. So good morning. Thanks for joining me this morning. Um, Jason says he wakes up at 2:35 a.m. Sir, why are you up at 2:35 a.m.? Um, I wake up periodically, but I don't stay up if I get up at that morning. Good morning, Donzel. How are you? Good morning. I have some garden updates to tell you guys before we go outside today. We are going to go outside for a little bit today. The title of the live stream was Rain or Shine because it was supposed to be raining this morning, but it's not raining, so I think that gives us the time to go outside for a bit today. Something happened to me yesterday while I was outside trying to plan out my garden. I'm like walking around, planting stuff, pulling stuff out, tilling a little bit. Good morning, brother. Thanks for joining. I found a temporary solution to my phone charging problem. Um, I'm charging up while I'm doing this, and then when I get more battery, I have over 50% though, so I should be good for a while. But I was trying to tell people, remember I called you yesterday and I was kind of PO'd. I was out in the garden yesterday and I started smelling something as I was walking around. And then I noticed that my cherry tomato bush looks like something had jumped in it or something. I don't know what kind of animal has been coming in my backyard, but it took a dump in the backyard and I stepped in it and it got all over my Crocs, so I'm not wearing my Crocs this morning. You see that? You see that, Rich? Statman was in here before you chatting with me this morning, and he reminded me to get my gloves. See, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, my Crocs are outside because I stepped in a little bit of, excuse my French, but I stepped in some shit yesterday, and it kind of made me a little bit mad. So I quit yesterday because I had to take my daughter to dance class, and then I was able to run around and get some potting soil for my green stalk. So the plan is to plan out the green stalk. I started the green stalk this week, and I only had enough soil to get like 2 tiers done, and even the second tier. Good morning, Chanel. Yes, my Crocs. I was upset, and I left them outside, so I'm hoping that my husband feels bad for me and he goes and cleans them off. Good morning. Just asking for a friend. How are you? Um, so I'm gonna go out and clean my Crocs off a little bit later. And I marked the spot where it is so I don't step in it again this morning with my boots because I didn't get it up. I certainly came inside after that yesterday because it even had got on like I wear socks with my Crocs, so I'm one of those people. And it had even got on my sock. The socks went into the garbage, okay? Straight in the garbage. But I was able to get where the strawberry bed was. I was able to get it fully planted out. Um, I ended up pulling up some of the radishes that were in there because when I tilled it loosened it up so much that when I did that it pretty much just came out. So, I don't care. So there's that, and I'll show you that garden bed in a minute. Last week I pulled out one of my pepper plants, so I bought it inside. It's actually going to go into the garage a little bit later today. So remember the big Carolina purple reaper that was taller than me? So we have it inside. You see I completely nakeded it down, pulled off all the leaves, and I'm going to put it in the garage later. So was there an animal around? No, it was no animal around when I was outside. So my husband was like, maybe it was the cat, but I'm like, for the amount of it that was there, I don't think that was a cat. Whatever it is, I think it's pretty big. And it wasn't deer because I know what deer pellets look like because somebody was like, so he was like, oh, maybe it was a skunk. So whatever it is, I don't know what it was, but it was stinking. But so yeah, I started chopping, not chopping, but clipping my basil, and I decided I would ask before I start Googling, what do you guys use the tops of the basils for? I heard someone in somebody's stream say that they make basil tea. I mean, it smells good. Um, and so I have a lot of the tops just saved in this basket right here. And we'll see what happens. So I got my coffee here this morning. Let me just show you. So I ordered some seed garlic. And before I can go out and plan it out, I do have to break it up. I think I have way more than what I need here. So before I go out, I'm just going to prepare a little bit. I think I have a little baggie here. I'm going to break apart this garlic here. I had a bag somewhere. It's okay. I'll just use this bag that I had these labels in. Um, so yeah, I'm going to start breaking up these garlics. I'm going to put them in the cinder blocks in the back. The one thing I was thinking about as I was going to bed last night, let me just lower this down. As I was going to bed last night was if I put if I put the garlic in the cinder blocks, if the garlic isn't ready by the time I go to plant my marigolds next year, what am I going to do? So I'm thinking if I plant the garlic toward the back of the cinder blocks, then I'll be able to still put some marigolds in that same thing. Let me know what you think because I don't really know how that's going to work. So Chanel's saying your peppers have such a strong foundation. The stems look great. They should be beautiful next season, God willing, inshallah. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Um, you know, my peppers usually do well, but this is just the first season that they just straight up went crazy like that. I said that I wasn't going to pick any peppers today. There's not nearly as many that are ripe. So we are going to pick some peppers today. But for right now, before we go out, I want to pick off these. And I don't even remember if I bought hard neck garlic or soft neck, but this one looks a little, I'm not going to use this one. I'm only going to use the strongest ones. I heard that you could peel all the skin off of it, but I'm not going to do that either. So just put my little garlic in the bag here. How's everybody else's garden doing? Tell me in the chat how your garden's doing. If you're starting your fall garden, let me know. So let me just pull you down a little bit so I can see, you can see me and I can see you. I can see all the chat and all that other stuff. So yeah. You dabbing in the chat? That's what's up, Rich. So we have some, as I'm doing this, we have some, this one peeled on its own. So I'm pretty much taking the biggest garlic cloves here and putting them in this bag so that when I go out to plant them, man, I didn't think it was going to be this tough. This one is kind of smaller, so I'm going to leave it out. Good morning, Miss T. How are you? We're starting off on the inside this morning, as usual. It's not as cold. I think my prayers were answered because I thought it was going to be really cold this morning. I wasn't sure if I was going to go outside. It was supposed to be raining and it didn't rain. So thank God for that. So just breaking up this garlic to go outside. I think one big garlic chunk is enough to plant out in the, maybe I'll sprinkle different garlic things around in the garden itself. So I think this is enough for me. Just break up another one. And I don't think this is, I can't tell. I think this is like a soft neck garlic because it doesn't really have the long stem. And any of the garlic that I don't use, your fall garden is still in the house. Listen, I'll tell you how I am and you can tell me if you ever get like this. I feel like I have so much gardening to do or so much stuff left before it gets cold that I'm like in a rush to get everything planted out as soon as possible. So I'm like, oh, thank you, brother. I'm over 600. I'm hoping, so I'll tell you guys, I'll share with you guys one of my goals. And my birthday is in November. And that means I got to work really hard to hit my goals. So my goal is to have 1,000 subscribers or close to it. Even if I'm at like 800, I think I'll be happy, but I'll be happier if I have the 1,000 by my birthday, subscribers. But if I don't have the 1,000 by my birthday, I would like to hit the um I would like to hit the 3,000 view hour mark. So I think this morning when I checked, and you know it's a little, good morning, G Mama. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. Um, I think that this morning I might have been close to 1,800. So if I can hit by the end of October or middle November the 3,000 watch hours and then carry on to the 4,000 watch hours by my birthday, that will be like amazing to me. I'm out here trying to put out as much content as possible. So there's different things within my channel. Next week, everybody will start to see the hot pepper challenge. So the hot pepper challenge is essentially where I challenge people to get through eating or tasting one of each of the hot peppers that I grow. And the first one drops next week. So make sure you guys go in and let me know how it is. Rich, I saw your comment. Here's the thing. I'll eat a hot pepper on stream, but you gotta pay me for it. I can't, cause you know I don't eat spicy stuff. And if I'm gonna be snotting and crying and doing all the things on stream, I'm gonna need some cha-ching in my pockets because I don't eat spicy stuff. I grow spicy stuff because of the things that I make. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Okay. So if you feel like you want to pay me for it, let's do that. Okay. So like I said, I'm getting my garlic out here. You know, let me just break up a few more of these. If anybody breaks up, or not breaks up, but if anybody right, G Mama, if I'm gonna be, good morning, Shelly. Good morning, good morning. Um, if I'm gonna be on stream and I'm gonna eat a pepper, brother, if you cha-ching me for it, I got you. I got you. I got you. But hopefully everybody keeps joining. I have some giveaways that I have when I do hit my goals. So there'll be like hot sauces and peppers and things like that. So see, brother, everybody in the chat agrees with me. Money talks, okay? So if you cha-ching me, okay, I will go in and I will eat. How much he needs to pay? It depends on the hot pepper, right? So the very hottest one, that's a lot of money. Brother, how much you willing to put on that for me to eat a hot pepper on stream? Because the people want to know. I want to know too. So, and don't say a little bit because you know I won't do it. All right. So I got my garlic here. All right. I think this is enough garden to go out. If I'm paying, I'm going to be the only one to see the video then. I don't know. That's not nice. That's not nice, brother. This is enough garlic to go out in the garden. So I'm just put this in the basket for later when we go outside. But for now, let me just show everybody what my intention was today. I'm going to pretty much stick to task because sometimes I could be all over the place. So let me just move some stuff around. The garlic that I don't put in the garden, I got a request. My mother-in-law wants some garlic basil butter that I make, and that got sprung on me yesterday. So I made some for the house, but now I got to make some for her too. So the spare garlic, it's not gonna go to waste. I'm gonna make some, and I have extra sea garlic here. I wonder how long it's gonna last. Let the community set the price, and I'll pay it if reasonable. Okay, okay. You wasn't planning on putting, see, the thing is, once you plant some garlic, that's it. Like, you just put it in the ground. It could sit over the winter, and you could put it in your containers from what I saw online. You could put it in your container and just let it grow. Maybe I might put one or two in my green stalk a little bit later. $50. Come on, Chanel, you can do better than that. So Chanel started the price off with $50, and for $50, I might would try a, because of Chanel, I might would try Scotch bonnet pepper on live stream. I might would. Blame 50 bucks. Oh, okay, deal. Listen, later, I gotta amp myself up to do that. So I do have some Scotch bonnets out in the garden. So Rich, remind me a little bit later when we go out into the garden itself. Maybe I'll try Scotch bonnet for 50 bucks, and you better give me my money. Matter of fact, I need payment before I do it. Okay? So let me show you guys. I'm trying to do several things at one time. So last night I had a little thing. I woke up this morning and my phone didn't charge. So I was charging my phone this morning, and I'll just show you. So let's do this. Okay. So you see I have one of my green stalks on the inside, and I'm gonna, no, I can't eat a seed. You try to make me, you supposed to love me. I'm not willing to die. Well, I wouldn't die from a Scotch bonnet, but this is the Scotch bonnet. So yeah, that's the Scotch bonnet. Not the Scotch bonnet, but this is the green stalk. Now you got me confused. And you see, Miss T, I went out and I bought some potting mix. I got the Kellogg brand. Hopefully that's okay. And I won't be boiling any water and doing anything like Don't Hurt the Harvest does. But I'm going to put the Kellogg's in the one that's on the inside. And on the outside, I'm going to put the Black Cow in the top tier. So I need to finish planning out the one on the outside. So here's the one on the outside. I know that's a lot of soil. So here's the one on the outside, and I don't remember who told me, but somebody told me that they didn't think my strawberries would still grow inside of the green stalk. So they weren't red whenever I put it in, and you see that they're still growing. So yeah, this is what I have in the green stalk so far. I have a few pockets that I need to finish filling. And even this one. So this was one of the ones that wasn't the full. It wasn't the full, and you see that I planted in here, but it's not completely full. So I need to take one of the bags and finish filling this one, because I want to make sure that it does okay. And that's the other part of the green stalk that needs to go on the top. You see that, Miss T, at the bottom, the wheels, and then it has like the little hose that comes out right here. So the green stalk that I have on the inside, I think it's going to be an inside-outside green stalk. So I'm going to pull it in when I want to bring it in, and then bring it outside when I want it outside. So I'm going to take some of the Black Cow and finish filling the top tier, and then completely fill the top tier, and then finish filling the one that I have there. But like I said, I was very surprised that the strawberry, and it's like several strawberries going all the way around, that yeah, I know. I'm not a baller, brother. You know that. So let me try to lower this down. So that's what I'm gonna do. I got the garden soil. Let me just bring in. Okay, yeah. So I'll show you. So these are the. This is how it comes. You're gonna get. I don't know what this is. See, they still send you stuff because they want you to buy more. So they send you these. Oh, we're gonna have doorbusters and deals. You won't get any more of my money anytime soon. But I do like the product. So if you see me with another green stalk and it's another color, I caved, okay? So it comes with this little hose, and the hose goes in this little thing right here. And then the wheels come in like a separate little bag. So they package it very nicely. So I do like that. Let me just close this because I don't want any flies flying in here right now. So they packaged it really good. And with the wheels, you could just snap them in. But like I said, I'm going to fill one of them on the inside, put some seeds in it. Yeah, so I like the planters with the wheels, especially on the sun porch, because I have different spaces where the light comes in at. So I could just roll it on this side when I want this side to have light, and I want this, I'll roll it on the other side. You see me with about 5 or 6. I don't have any. So it's funny that you say that. I want to say the beginning part of next year, we're doing a renovation on the house. But when we do the renovations, the outside back parts, we're going to put like concrete going all the way around. So we're going to do that so that I could put the pots on like concrete. So I wouldn't be surprised. See, I already have 2. So that means to get 5 or 6, I would only need to get a few more. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. If I could catch them on sale, maybe. Now, I don't want the real tall ones. I don't want any of them that are taller than me, because I feel like it'll be hard for me to harvest and plant in it and like lifting it up. Because honestly, when you put the soil in it, it's heavy as heck. Like, I was out here the other day. My husband actually put the first tier on the little patio back there for me, and he made it look like it was easy. And then I partially filled that second tier and lifted it to put it on top. That thing was heavy. So yeah, you know what? My brother might buy me another green stalk, because he's a baller. He's a made man. No, they're both purple. When I got mine, it was buy one get one free. Yes, yes, Shelly. I don't want any pots that are taller than me. If it's taller than me, I don't want it, because like what do I look like? Like a little T-Rex trying to get in the top of the pot. Like, that's not it. I can't do it. And everybody know I'm 5'1", so I can't do it. Um so right, so G Mama saying she had a tower and she took it down a level. So yeah, but yeah, both of my green stalks are purple. My daughter's favorite color is purple. I asked her yesterday, I said, are you going to come outside or come out on a back porch while I'm live streaming and say hi to the people? She goes, oh, I don't know. Maybe. But maybe after she has breakfast, she'll come out here and join us. Oh, you see that, Rich? $50 and a green stalk for payment. They just upped the ante on you. I think that's a great deal. Oh, giant okra. So my giant okra, well, they're not giant okra, but they're giants to me because they're taller than me at this point. They're still producing, but yeah, they got to come out soon because I want the space back. And I have so many okra inside. See that, Chanel? He's backpedaling now. But I tell you what, Rich, let's make a deal right now on stream. $50 and not even a green stalk. My green stalk needs accessories. So there's a little thing that you put on the water to keep the water from, I guess if you have an inside a water holder thing, $50 and you buy the green stalk water thing or send the money for it. And that's what we'll do. And then on live stream, when I go out there and I pick my Scotch bonnet, I'll bring it inside, wash it off, because you know I don't know what kind of bugs is out there, and I will bite it. I'm not saying that I'm gonna eat it all, because I'm, you know, if I get it in my mouth and it's hot, then I can't do it. Oh, you're not even. Oh, so I do like the flower. They're so pretty. So one of the things that I learned was the hibiscus flower looks very similar, if not just like the okra flower. So my hibiscus plant has started to flower. I posted some pictures of it. Now I gotta pick off the, what is it called? The calyxes. So I gotta pick off the calyxes, and then once I pick off the calyxes, I think I'm gonna put them in the dehydrator and break them up and then make some tea. I don't know how else to use it right now. I've been Googling and YouTubing the different ways to use the different ways to use the hibiscus plants and the calyxes. So yeah, what did y'all say? Oh, yours is about 7 feet tall. Good luck, Shelly. So Shelly says mine are too. They big. I'm not even harvesting the okra to eat. I like the flowers. G Mama, y'all can top okra to a manageable height. Really, I did not know that you could top okra. Miss T says the sibling love is real. Thank you, Chanel. She says, Big brother, we're trying to work a deal here. Yes. I can't be falling under your green stalk rabbit hole. One thing turns into four things you need. Hey. Yes. They are a type of hibiscus flower. That's right. Just listening to you talk, I feel so far in the gardening game. Hey, why don't you buy a big one? Oh, so just asking it for a friend is like, why don't I just buy a big one and then split it up into two? You mean like the green stalks? I think I can, because if the big one has what, 5 tiers, and so then if I break it down, I'll have two. It'll be like a 2 tier and then a 3 tier. So that's actually a pretty good plan. Um, so listen, they don't care about whether I share my food or not. Listen, and I told you. So here's the thing. Y'all see how my brother be acting up? I do share my food, but I have to offer it to you. What I don't like is when people, so my brother thinks it's funny to just reach in and grab something without asking. So like ask me, "Hey, can I have a piece of your whatever?" And most of the time I'll be like, "Sure, I'll cut you a piece and give it to you." But if you just do it for the sake of getting a rise out of me like my brother does, I can't fool with you, because then I gotta like poke you with my fork or something, you know? Who was it? Who have said that I was mean? Rich, do you agree that I'm mean? I don't think I'm mean. I think I'm very nice. I do think I'm mean if you get on my bad side though. So let me just pull. I need to separate all this stuff. I gotta spread out here. See, that's not being selfish. That's called ask first. All right. So Chanel, because of you, let me just show you what I've been doing. When I use my Scotch bonnets, I've been collecting my pepper seeds. I'm gonna put them in my jar for sale. And I went on Amazon and all the other places to see how much they sell those for. So I'm gonna do a markdown and sell them too. Same with my habanero seeds. I've been taking out of my yes, he is the comedian of the family, Miss T. He is. Although some of our siblings don't think he that funny. You know what? Before I do the inside green stalk, I'm gonna bring in the second tier, or the last tier of the other green stalk. I know I'm gonna put some greens in. It's gonna stay outside. You know what I also saw on green stalk? I saw like they had the covers, but it's no way I'm buying the covers for what they're selling them for. I'm gonna just buy one from Amazon to put on there. So how many of us are there? So on my father's side, which is where this guy comes from, there's 5 of us, and I'm in the middle. He's the oldest, and I'm in the middle. Good morning, Kenneth. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. So let me bring in, give me 1 second. Let me bring in this last one. It got a little bit of water in it. Okay. Oh, thank you, Donzel. She's saying hit the thumbs up. There's 18 of y'all watching. Thank you for the reminder to everyone in the stream. I have some gloves down here. Oh, so Aldi has, so I don't have a spending problem, but y'all keep telling me all the things to buy, and more than likely I'm gonna get it. A greenhouse that you can apparently fit 2 stalks in. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. If you have the link, you can email it to me. A link makes it easier for me to buy. Yeah, there's a wonderful idea, because some places don't sell Scotch bonnets in supermarkets at all, which is the case where I live. So yeah, for those of you that want Scotch bonnets, if you email me farmerchas82@gmail.com, I do sell Scotch bonnets. Chanel was gracious enough to buy some, and I almost think she doesn't want to eat them because she kept talking about how pretty they were. So the one that's going outside is going to get the black cow. So let me just bring that over. No, because the phone is wet. I will go get my glasses in a minute, but don't start about my glasses in this chat today. Okay? All right, so we got the, do I have scissors out here? Let me grab my scissors. I don't know where the scissors are, but, okay. You don't know if Aldi does online purchases? We have an Aldi not too far from where I live at, though. So that's interesting. I might do it. I'm gonna tell you what, though. If I keep bringing boxes in this house, I try to, not that, you know, my other half cares that I buy stuff, but the other day I was breaking down boxes to go in the recycling, and he was like, where all them boxes come from? And I was like, I don't know. They was just like in the back. So let's see. I'm gonna try to do this without making too much of a mess out here. Pour this soil. Maybe I should lower you guys so you can see. You know, I got a great idea. I'm gonna put this back on the other one. And then I'll put you all inside the other green stalk for now until I'm ready to get you outside. All right, there we go. So this is the other green stalk that goes out there. And I'm gonna try to do this without making too much of a mess. And I'm still making a mess anyway. So yeah, mine's is good morning, Soul Diva. Do I have somebody? I don't think I. Good morning, James Hart. Good morning, Soul Diva. My husband is the hired help side-eye me too with purchases and let him break the box. So I broke my own boxes down. And Rich, you're saying you smell it through the phone? This is compost, so like this isn't like not this is potting soil, so it's not like the compost that smells. So you don't smell this through the phone. It actually doesn't smell bad at all. So this has clumps in it. Let me just break it down. So I was watching some videos and they say for the green stalk to not pack down your soil. So make sure it's light and fluffy, Miss T, when you plant yours in. These bags of black cow won't fill a full planter. So can you use cow manure? I don't know about using pure cow manure. I wouldn't do it just because I would never touch pure cow manure. Rich, to answer your question, I think that you just like typing that because you want to see if I'm going to read it out loud. That's what I think, brother. Being a clown this morning. So I didn't pack in the other soil. I want to just like pour this in but it's going to make a big mess back here, and I can sweep it up later, but if I can just make a lip. So same as that, yeah. The black cow was a little bit more expensive than the Kellogg's, I think, but the Kellogg's bag is bigger. So, yeah. And because I know I'm putting greens in this one, I'm going to do a little trick. I have some, they didn't say whether you could or could not do this, but I'm going to put a little bit of fertilizer. I use rabbit. Oh, I think I saw Cece say that she got some rabbit stuff. I'm gonna go back and read y'all comments because I think it's funny that you're obsessed with hearing about rabbit and cow poo. All right, so let's just break this up. I'm trying not to like pack it down, but I do need to break it up because what's going in here are greens. I have like one more pocket to fill in that one too. So it's like a lot of soil to fill these things. It's crazy. All manure, small cow or human. I don't know where she got her rabbit pellet poo from, but you have to ask Cece, like, where do you get it from? Cece gets it from somewhere, and she was excited about it. She got a whole video about it. Hold on. All right. So because I know I'm gonna be planting greens in these 6 pockets, I have some blood meal. It's great for leafy greens. So see if I can show you. On the inside, it looks kind of like dirt, but yeah, 1 cubic foot for each tier. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this blood meal around and mix it in, just like a little handful, to give the greens an extra boost. All right. And I think it's funny that it even has like some words in there to tell you to fill it to the top. So look at me making a mess. All right. So let me just move it on down and around. And then I gotta water this in really good. Okay. All right, so I heard something back there. It was like a bird, I think. I get a little jumpy when I hear things. So, yeah. What I'm gonna plant in here is greens. So let me grab them. All right, so you see I have my greens here. All right, before I plant, I do see some questions that I kind of want to cover. So I have both bone meal and blood meal, and I'll sit down to do this so I could take a little swig of my coffee this morning and plug this back in. Bone meal versus blood meal. So I'll tell you what the container says, and then I'll tell you what I've been using it for. Good morning, everybody. If I didn't see you in the chat, I'm going to get you right now. Let's see. Pull this over. I am not a messenger from Greenstalk, but when I like something, I will tell people about it. So let's see. So, oh, y'all was chatting in here. Chatting. Let's see. All right. So, all right. Who else in chat use cat manure? I'm not judging, is what Rich says. G Mama use rabbit manure. It doesn't smell, no real smell. If you freeze peppers, can you still use the seeds for planting? I'm not sure because I don't use them. I think you can. Um, uh, so it's suggested that you use a potting mix for not soil. Right. So soil would be too heavy. So that black cow is black cow potting soil that I put in there. Um, use worm castings. It seems to work very well. So blood meal can be the blood meal is partially worm casting. So I use both before. But the reason why I use blood meal is because it's high in nitrogen, and it helps green up like any yellow leaves. To answer your question, Miss T. Um, so and it promotes vibrant color. I'm trying to look on the back to see the nitrogen level. Uh, doesn't have it on this bag right here. So, and like I said, I just bought this from the store. You can get it from anywhere. And then I also have, I use bone meal to promote root growth and bloom. So like all the areas where I plant like carrots or radishes or any root veggies, so you use the roots from those plants. So that's why I use it on those particular plants. Not sure if I answer your question. Um, G Mama, what is vermouth? Vermouth. What is that? Um, okay. All right. So let me go from the bottom and go up. Ridgeback land people handle rabbit manure without gloves, but blood, bones, y'all just use anything. Good morning, Miss J.K. Gardner. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Listen, Rich, don't be in my chat judging these gardeners who don't use gloves. Sometimes I go out there without gloves. I don't like it, but I'll do it. Um, stalk. So once I get these green stalks planted, I can't wait to see how they do. This is going to be my what is that stuff called? Vermouth? What is that? Like, yeah, I never heard of that before. What is it? So, like I said, people use like bone meal, fish bone meal, blood meal, worm castings. We use it all. I don't know. You typed it. Yeah, oh, vermiculite. Is that what she was saying? My bad. I didn't know what that was. Is that the little white things that you put in the soil? What is that? So, but yeah, let me see. Let me check this poll out because I want to know if I'm behind or if y'all are doing the same thing as me. Dag, most of y'all already did you're already ready for the fall. I feel kind of behind. So 65% of you say you all set and 35% of you said nope, still getting stuff in. So I'm in part of the nope, still getting stuff in. Oh, vermiculite is used to help hold moisture in the soil. Oh, okay. Doing it. Oh, so yeah. Donzel, it's funny that you say that. Let me end this poll. I'll put up another poll in a few. She bought a house that has a established garden already, and she doesn't know anything about gardening. So I'm a firm believer that you should involve your kids in whatever activity or hobby that you have. So I just love the fact that Mariah was willing to like come out, embrace it. Some of her comments, very, very funny. Like she had this pepper in her hand and I was like, what's that? She was like, it's whack. And I didn't know what to say other than, yeah, maybe it is whack. So yeah, let's get back. Let me take another sip of my coffee here because I did get up early. Pig bone? Okay. Do I do Halloween? We put pumpkins out in the yard, but we don't have like we don't have the other stuff. And I actually won't be here for Halloween this year. I have yet to break it to my daughter, but my husband's gonna take her out trick or treating in the whole nine, and she has her costume. So yeah, yeah, we do the trick or treating and all of that stuff. So all right. So let me just grab my stuff over here. And like I said, for this top tier of that particular garden bed, I'm going to put the greens in it. I left my gloves over there, I think. I did. I left them right inside. And then I'm going to try to put it back on the, I'll show y'all when y'all see me struggle lift this green stalk in a few minutes. You'll see what a struggle it is for me to lift it in. So just move the camera down. All right, so this is a tray of collard greens that I bought a few weeks ago. It's probably root bound and clip it. I don't know. It's probably root bound, so I'm gonna have to loosen up the roots, and then I'm gonna, before I even put this tier back on top of that one, I need to put an extra plant in that one too, because the top one only has 5. Maybe I'll just leave it once I plant it and put 1 garlic in there just to see how garlic does in there too, because I do like to experiment. So I'm going to take off the dead leaves that came in here. Just kind of in the yellow leaf, pretty much pluck it off. Not all of them. Okay. So here are my Georgia collard greens here. Just going to, and one of the things that I also learned with the green stalks is, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I try to lean them a little bit so that when I place the one green stalk or base or whatever on top of it, it doesn't like break the plant itself. So just take all of them out. 1, 5, and 6. So I got all the collard greens here. You could tell that, good morning, Steph. You could tell that they're pretty root bound, so I'm going to try to loosen them up. Loosen them up here. And loosening up the roots doesn't really like hurt it. A whole tower of garlic this year for the first. That's interesting. Have you ever grown? So Tammy says that, I think Tamu Jackson says that you're doing. Have you ever grown garden in your green stalk before? How was it? How long did it take? So just pack around. Put the plant in here. So that's 1 in. Trying to loosen up these roots here. Oh, I caught you. So let me show y'all something. It's always good to look at your plants before you put them in. Y'all see that? He got to go unalive. It's a cabbage worm. Make sure there's no more on here. Okay. So he had to get unalived real quick. It's all good. So plop this one down in here. Cover it really good. now I'm gonna be like the private investigator over here looking at these greens, because I would have been kind of messed up if I'd have not looked. So I'm just checking to make sure it's nothing over here. I do have some BT that I could spray these plants with, which I'm probably gonna do, because like I know that the naked eye, worms are good. Cabbage worms are not good. Cabbage worms, they will eat up your plant. It kind of, so Rich, if you had to correlate, since you're not a gardener, if you had to correlate bad worms, you would correlate a cabbage worm or a cabbage mothworm with a hornworm. Bad for your plants. Very, very bad for your plants. Now, the little earthworms that go in your garden, those worms are good worms. So, does that make any sense? Three. Yeah. You're an avid rootist. What are you inspecting on the roots? I've seen a lot of folks do it in the Green Star group on Facebook, so I'm just going to go for it. Oh, I got to go join that group now. 8 to 9 months to grow garlic. It goes through a dormant stage. Um, I think you're right, but I think it also depends on what gardening zone you're in. So like if your garlic, if you live in a zone where it naturally gets cold, I don't think it takes 8 to 9 months. Because I've grown garlic before. I started it in the fall, and by like the late part of the spring, I was able to pull up my I was able to pull garlic and have some good garlic cloves. So I do think it depends on like the weather where you are, on how long it takes you to grow garlic. Because if you live in a warm climate, it's going to take you a long time to grow garlic. Did I look at this one? So I see a white fly. He got unalived. There's some stuff on the back of this leaf, so I'm just going to move it off with my finger. Outside of the green stalk. What was that? Freaking squirrels. You better not be over there digging in my garden. I want to get this one down a little bit deeper. And what I like about this planter in particular is that I'm dropping dirt and everything. What I like about this one is that the pockets are really, really deep. So they do sell the ones that have like shallower pockets. Um, and I don't think I would get one of those. I like the deep pockets because especially in the springtime, I would definitely like to grow. I want to try to grow a tomato in one of the green stalks to see how it does. Okay. So, all right. And let's see, one more. Yeah, this one has stuff on the leaves. All right, so just check all the way. All right. All right. So we got this one all planted in. And I'm just gonna sit it out here because that's where it's gonna go. And like I said, it's heavy. Oh, put it right here. And luckily for me, I have wheels, so I can roll this one right over. And the reason why I'm rolling it over is because I need to open up. Look at all this mess I made. I need to make add some soil into this one and add one more plant, which I think I'm just going to use garlic. Root knot nematodes, grubs can be inside the nursery pots. Oh, yes, I'm in zone 7B. You planted garlic in October and harvested in June. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was thinking. It depends on your weather. Shelly, I think I'm 7A. I don't know the difference between the A and the B, but people who live in my area be like, oh yeah, we're gardening zone 7A. And I'll be like, great, got it, thanks. Okay, okay. So, just gonna take this one outside and finish filling the top of this one with my shears. Okay, so let's see. Sit this over on the side. All right, so I'm just gonna finish filling this one up because I ran out of soil the other day. In this one I have a kale and 3 strawberries in this tier. And I have another plant that I think is a cauliflower, and I made another gardening mistake. I don't know what that plant is actually because I didn't put the tag in there. It doesn't look like a collard green, so I'm gonna say that it's a cauliflower. So it's birds on top of the roof. So that's what I'm looking up at. So, all right. So I think this goes in. Yep. And then I gotta lift this heavy extra layer. Before I put the heavy extra layer, let me just grab the garlic, go in there. 6B7 is the line. You're not, okay. So on this side, I'm just gonna dig way deep in there because they say you're supposed to bury about 3 inches or so. I'm gonna just drop the garlic in there, cover it, add some more. All right, so this tier is finished. These are done. Oh, I see some more strawberries on the other side of it too. So yeah, let me stretch a little bit before I try to put this last tier on here without smushing these plants. Man, I really don't want to lift this. Let me see if I can get my other half to come lift this for me. He don't like being on camera, y'all. He will sometimes, so you'll catch him on an episode or two helping me in the garden, but generally speaking, he'd be like, is the camera on? And then he'll like dip out because he don't like being on the camera. You laugh, but Rich, you know how he is. He does not like being on camera. Line up the holes on the disc and the grays in the bed in the middle of each pocket. Yeah, I did. What do you mean line them up? Okay. All right. I'm going to try it. If I can't lift it in, then I'm going to call him back out here. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. See, what I'm more so worried about, okay, we got this part snapped in. What I'm worried about is like smushing leaves on another plant. Okay, we got that one. All right. Oh, I did it. Okay. Okay. I didn't even have to ask for help. Look at me. So the water drips in the middle. Got it. Okay. And then there's this one, which is the top watering base. All right. So I have one full green stalk planted in. It has collard greens at the top, strawberries, garlic, kale, I think a cauliflower. On this one, there's strawberries and pak choy. So yeah, we got it. And I did good. Let me just try to roll this back over here and lock the wheels in. Bam. I like it. Do you like it? Let me know. Do you like it? I love it, I think. Okay. Sister need to hit the gym? Listen, I'm gonna hit the gym. I've been slacking. I'm gonna leave this little collar. I know what's on the top. I'm gonna come back in and put my own labels. So, yeah. Try to clean up a little bit as I go so I don't have as much to do when stream is over. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I love it too, Shelly. Like I'm really excited about that. But you know what? Because I just planted in the stuff at the top, I'm gonna go ahead and put water in the top. It has a little hose pipe there already. And what I'm thinking is I should probably start this outside for when I water it, or get a bowl to go inside for when I water it. This green stalk, I want to put like I want to put seeds in it, as well as some plant seeds, mostly seeds, some garlic, some plants. So yeah. All right, go me. I feel very achieved this morning. I'm just checking to make sure I have enough plants, because some of these plants out here are going to a different gardening project. So stay tuned. You guys will see someone else who has a green stalk. We're gonna go plant out her green stalk, and yeah, we're gonna be good. Let me just water this in. Turn on the water hose out here. And I'm actually going to also water in the pockets where I just put stuff in. Not so much the other. All right. Slightly water the top. Here we go. Okay, so one green stalk done. I feel very accomplished already. Good morning, Cece. How are you? How are you? One green stalk completely planted in. Now that even though the builders are over there building, how many of you guys remember me telling you about The house that's being built over there, let me just show you part of the progress that they made so far. I mean, they're putting up this house over here quick. So let me just show you. Maybe you can see it through the door. See, they already got the walls and stuff on it now. So yeah, we're out here. We're with the builders this morning and they're loud. So what I'll do now is, it's been early. Let me show you. Let's do the garlic next because I want to actually say that when this stream is done, I actually got things done today. So take this basket with me before I do the second green stalk. Well, before that, let me just show you. And this is how you know that I might have a slight shopping problem. Slight, not big, just slight. So my shopping problem was when I went online to get the wheels for my green stalk, because I knew I wanted to put some seeds in it as well. And I thought these looked pretty cool. I don't know, they put a whole knot in this. They don't want anybody to get in these bags. Yeah, the guy did. They gotta have on like special shoes, I think. I can't wait to see what the house looks like. Gives me a little bit of hope for when we do ours. I told my husband he need to go around the corner and see who over there building so we can hire them to do ours. So these are like the little seedling trays to protect your seeds when you first put them in. So I got these as well to go on my green stalk. I'm not sure how they fit, but we're gonna figure it out together. I'm gonna separate the tiers, add the soil. Some tiers are gonna have seeds. What I want to have in this one is lettuce. I'm gonna try beets and some other things. So yeah, domes. So yeah, I bought the domes to go on them. And do you have domes? Do they work? Was it worth the investment? I'm trying to. They look like they probably fit. I think they're universal whether you buy the green stalk with the smaller pockets or not. So I'm gonna put some domes on one tier because I'm gonna put seeds in one tier completely. Lettuce, beets, some radishes in here, and I'm gonna use the domes. Grab a discount link from the green stalk to give you your followers a discount. Yeah, so I'm gonna look into that too. So do you have to email them or is it just on their website? Let me know. But yeah, and at the end of today, brother, if you're still in stream, can you go to one of the what do you call those things? Spin wheels on, just Google spin wheel, and the people that are in the chat today put their name in the spin wheel. I'm gonna raffle off some seeds and send them to whoever wins. If they're still in the stream. Seed starting trays. Yeah, I have seed starting domes. I mean, I have seed starting trays that have domes. So I have like the smaller ones and I have the bigger, the seed super sprouter I have that has the dome on it too. So hopefully it's no different. We'll see. But let's go outside and plant in this garlic. Seeds for everyone. If I get to choose the seeds, right? Because I'm a nice person. If I get to choose seeds, I could put them in envelopes for everyone. So if you're in the chat at this very moment, email farmerchas82@gmail.com. If I get your email with your mailing address, your seeds will be in the mail this week. So farmerchas82@gmail.com. See, brother, see how nice I am? Make sure you get me right with this $50 and the green stalk accessory that you're gonna buy me today for eating this hot pepper on stream or biting a hot pepper on stream. So, okay. Thank you, Chanel. Sometimes I think I'm pretty, well, most of the time I think I'm pretty awesome. Let me not sell myself short. So we're gonna come out here on the other side of the garden. Let me show you guys where, you see I'm walking like very, very far, where my, what I did in the garden this week. where I completely out sections of where the, so this right here is where the, these are the radishes that I had put in, but I have like collard greens out here, cauliflower, a little bit of pak choy, the marigolds from the cinder blocks. So blocks that have soil, I'm going to essentially just put garlic in them. So yeah, so for right now, you see it's very cloudy out here. I'm going to, you know what? Let me just use this cinder block over here that I have. I'm going to plan out some garlic here. See you right here. Okay. So inside of the cinder blocks, I'm essentially going to start putting some garlic in, and I'm gonna put the garlic in different places within the garden where if it's not ready by the time my spring planting happens, then I'll still be able to still put other stuff out here. So yeah, here we go. Donzel says, I like how the green stalks are turning out. Me too. Me too. I see over here in my neighbor's yard these good lantern bugs. I'm gonna give them a spray through the fence. They not going anywhere. You hear me? And I don't want to spray them and then them hop on me. So it's not even working. They just don't care. Okay. So me put these gloves on. I'm gonna try to, like I said, I was researching, and I'm gonna try to plant the garlic more so like in these cinder blocks, but more to the back of the cinder block. So when I start planting in the spring, I could still put in some, and while I'm out here, you'll see that I had marigolds, the yellow marigolds that I had, and I was tossing the head of them down. I put them down in these holes, and now I have marigold seeds, and I don't have to buy marigolds next gardening season. So let me just put this up here. Maybe somebody will get some marigolds seeds in the mail. Okay, so I'll start with the very first one, and then I'll work my way down. Plant it pretty deep down in there. I hope they don't fall off that house because they like leaning and doing all the things over there. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So Hash is saying yesterday on YouTube, some guys ate Dorset Naga peppers clocking in at 1.3 to 1.6 million Scoville heat units. I'm not doing that. Not a whole, I might would bite one for some money. So yeah, no. We got one here. They didn't look like they were having a good time. I don't think I would have a good time eating anything that hot either. Like I said, I'm gonna bite into, but probably not eat a Scotch bonnet once my brother can confirm that he has sent my funds over, which I will check. So y'all don't get to see it unless he actually sends the funds, just so y'all know. Hash, I hope you're a subscriber. Next Thursday, or is it Wednesday? Next Wednesday or Thursday, you'll see the first people who have actually tried. They didn't like eat the whole pepper, but they tried the hot peppers, and their reactions are live. Will be in that episode. So I hope you guys like the content. So I'm just coming in and just moving the soil back, putting down these garlic into these. See that, Sean? They want you to confirm. I'll go inside and check the computer to see if he sent it. And because of G Mama, I'm out here as I'm pulling the soil back. I'm also checking the soil and the cinder blocks to make sure there's no. Thank you, Cece. I'm checking a few. Want to get it up right. 1 garlic in each. Oh yeah, Rich, you can check the email. Check the email. Tell me how many seed packets I'll be sending out today. Okay. Okay. And this is the last one on this side. What I'm really looking for in here, because I've seen them before, are grubs. So I got my garlic in. Got my, oh, my bad, worms. So y'all know the soil is rich because every time I pull some soil back, I end up messing with these worms and they don't like it. They be over here wiggling their butt off. But I just put them in the main garden here. So, okay. So I have a lot more garlic left to plant. Maybe I'll plant them on the backside. Yeah, it's a lot of bees out here. Maybe not. No, let me put it on the backside because I'm not too worried about what it's gonna be. I feel a little drizzle, so we probably gonna go back inside and so there's one. Do y'all have a lot of roly-polies in y'all garden? I don't know what you call them, but I call them roly-polies. So plant 1 garlic down there in the back of the collard greens. And then I'll plant another one in the back. So that way it doesn't disturb when I want to plant other things. And I'll do the same on this side, but we're gonna have to go in because just like I predicted, the rain is coming. Roly pokies. Okay. Good morning, Forging. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Tamiko D. Good morning. Your seeds were in the mail last week. Hopefully you get them any day now. Tamiko got some purple reaper seeds on the day that I was pulling out the purple reaper plant. She's like, oh, I would like some. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm a nice person, I put them in the mail for you. So hopefully you get them soon. Maybe I'll save some of this for the green stalk because it's raining. You ever remember the movie where the kid was like, it's gonna rain on your head? And that's how I feel right now. So let's get back inside. Let me grab a few of these out for seeds for you guys. Put them in my little bag over here. So we got some marigold seeds. I have some seeds in the house. All right, let's get my stuff. Let's go back inside for the second green stalk. Okay. Oh, before I go inside for the second green stalk, just in case oh yeah, Big Salt always giving me a hard time. I didn't even get to be in the, what do you call it, the new people club. I went straight to being the enemy sometimes, but sometimes we agree. I think sometimes he liked to pick on me because we have a lot in common, in my opinion. So before we go in, seems like one of y'all favorite places is this this garden enclosure. So let's do this. What we got here today, let me just grab some peppers that are clearly ready. The Carolina Reapers. Some on the back side. So we got 5 Reapers that are ready. Actually more than 5. 8. And let's grab this one. It's not fully colored yet, but all Carolina Reapers here. Maybe somebody will get some Carolina Reaper seeds, I don't know. And let me try to go in and grab one of these Scotch bonnet peppers. If I can find it. I know it's in here. Where are you? Here we go. Okay. So this will be the one that I will. Don't fear the Reaper. I don't fear the Reaper. I'll let you see my green stalk in a. I'll have a. So this is the. All right. And then just grab a few more. I'm trying to see which plant this one comes off of. So this is a ghost pepper. See, it's got extra big. Bring this over. This is a dragon's breath. I will never be trying this. Don't care how much money you're willing to pay. Let me grab the rest of these ghost peppers that are ripe. Okay, so some ghost peppers here. What I do with I'm gonna separate the dragon's breath because I don't want to get it confused. There's a lot of peppers in here that are ready, but we're not gonna try that today. It's gonna rain, so these seedlings will get some good water pretty soon. All right, so let's avoid the rain. You're gonna put some in your garden? You should. All right. I'll just show y'all before we go in. It's drizzling, but these are the okra plants. As you can see, they're getting pretty tall here. But one thing I have a question about is what eats the leaves on these things? Because something is out here eating the leaves. And I have quite a few okra I need to come out here and harvest. I don't have my shears with me, or else I would just grab them right now. And this is the tomato plant that I said, I don't know what jumped in it, but something definitely jumped in it. There are like tomatoes all over the ground back there. So that's that. And here are my crocs that I was telling you all about yesterday. Hornworms eat okra plants? I didn't see any hornworms on the okra. Like, really? Huh. So I need to come out here and inspect and unalive some things. That's interesting. Got it. So once I come back out, I think tomorrow's live stream I'll be out here grainy. All right, let me go back inside. It's probably because it's raining. And yeah, so let me go inside. Oh, CC, I had a question for you. What am I supposed to do with these hibiscus calyxes as they flower and come off, other than tea? So yeah, so they've been flowering finally. Thank God, it's been a long season, and I think this plant has had it. And as you can see, my plants out here in the plants out in the pots are doing pretty good. All right, let's go back inside and finish this last green stalk. So Tamiko, here's the green stalk from earlier. Check it out. All right, let's go in. And this is the other green stalk that we're gonna plant out. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to plant the whole thing today, but definitely gonna try it. But before I do, let me just check this email, tell you whose email is received. So far I like it. What I'm impressed about with the green stalk so far is that when I remove make jam jelly, Have, okay, I'll look up the recipes for that. Do you have to have like a lot of them? Yours didn't go through. Farmer, Farmer, Chas, Chas 82. 111. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna check for you right now to see who's came through. Shelly, I got yours. Sheila, I got yours. Sheila S. So Shelly and Sheila, you will be getting seeds, and I'll be waiting for your CC and whoever else emails while I'm here. CC, I'm gonna write down your name because you're in here a lot. I'll go to your, all right, congratulations to you guys. You will be getting some seeds. Not sure which ones you're gonna get, but congratulations. So let's just, before I start that, black nightshades like tobacco, tomato, and peppers. Got it. Okay. So this second green stalk, I'm going to put some seeds in it, mostly seeds, and some plants toward the bottom. And yeah, because I want to leave it inside for a while and just move it around the sun porch to see how it does. So wish me luck. Have anybody ever, did it come through? Let's see. Not yet. I'll check. I think your address is also on your page, so I could check because I know you've been trying. So yeah, garlic in, one green stalk completely done. Gonna start another green stalk. Any army worms or cabbage loopers probably eating my okra. Well, the freaking squirrels. Digging 1 second. Where's something I could throw? Hold on. Sorry. Grasshoppers too. Oh, it might be the grasshoppers because a lot of grasshoppers are in the back. Tamu, I got your email. So you in New Jersey, BB guns are illegal, I think. But I have something that I'm gonna put. Somebody told me if I put like the little fake owls or stuff. So I'm thinking of putting like a little scarecrow like thing out here. So we'll see. So let's get to this second green stalk. But before I do, I need to get the seeds out. Get the seeds out to put in, and I'm gonna break down. You know what? Let me make some space on this table because I need to take the seeds out. So, and the labels. Make some space. So 3. Oh, grasshoppers will eat them till there's nothing left. A slingshot. I think I can make a homemade slingshot. That might work. But yeah. Also, CC, do you ever make basil tea? Do you dry it out, dry the flower part of it out first? As y'all could tell, I was kind of waiting for CC because I've been watching her channel a lot. This part, do you make like basil tea out of it? Let me know. All right. So seeds that I'm going to put inside of the green stalk. All right. So I do have some lettuce seeds here, but I want like the leafy lettuce. I don't want like a head lettuce. So I have this butter crunch. I think I could try an iceberg lettuce and prize. No, I'm gonna save the romaine for the spring fall. Prize head and oak leaf. So I'll have one tier of lettuce. And then I'm gonna have, I had some beets out here. I want to try, has anybody ever grown beets in their green stalk? So, but I want to try golden beets. And I know I have some. Okay. Let's see. All right. So I do have beets. Let me just check my, y'all like my seed, one of my seed containers. It's where I keep my seeds. I need to come in and actually put the rest of the seeds in here in their proper casing, but ruby, Detroit red. All right. So I have some golden beets here I want to try, and maybe the dark red Detroit. Okay, so you tried, failed, and every time, it failed every time, but there were always transplants. From what I understand, it's best to plant them from seed in the green stalk. So yeah, I'm gonna put them in from seed. What I'm trying to decide is if I put these seeds in the green stalk, should I put the green stalk outside or can I leave it inside and roll it around on the back porch? I want something that I can keep on the inside. Whereas it gets cold out here during the winter time, for the most part, if it gets too cold, I can always put the fireplace on or put a little heater back here. So that's what I'm trying to figure out what I could possibly do. The leafy vegetables, I'm going to leave outside in that green stalk because I'm probably going to buy a cover for it for whenever the frost falls, to keep the plants for as long as I can. I am aware that when you grow things in containers, it's smaller than if you have it out in the garden. So I'm gonna have containers around, roll it in and out of the sun porch. CC said, okay. I might try that. It depends on the amount of work because there's like a little step that I have to step over, but I could always, like, I guess, take it apart and put it out there. I'll figure it out. I might just like tilt it or something and pray that I don't like turn it over. So one section will get some beets, one section will get some lettuce, and I wanted to put some herbs in it. Like I heard that you could, beets or taproot, you need a deeper container. So for this green stalk, the one that I have, it has the deeper pockets, which is why I'm willing to put some and I don't even eat beets. I just want to try to roast them for once. So even if they get the size of a golf ball or bigger, I'm okay with that. So, and then what else do I want to put in here? I want to put some mustards because I really like mustards. I'm gonna put an Asian mustard in a few of the pockets. It's called tatsoi mustards. They taste really, really sweet. And mustards. I'm trying to keep a theme so I know what I put where. Spinach in one tier, mustards. I'll put different types of mustard. So I have they can be grown. So okay. So I have a tatsoi mustard, southern. I already have the southern red outside. All right. So 3 tiers, seeds in all 3 tiers. Got to keep it. We're going to try this out. If it fails, then that's fine. We could put something else in it. But beets, mustards, lettuce in this green stalk. Let's see what happens here. Put these in my pocket. I have a little seed dibbler here. And I think I'll stick a clove or two of garlic. See, I got labels here. You know what? I need to, before I even tatsoi will be wide, like wide. I think it can handle it, right? We'll see. So let me break it down first. Put this over here. I'm trying to move stuff around so I have the space to break it down. I like tatsoi mustards a lot. That's something where I can kind of trick my family into eating because they think it's like spinach for some reason. So, all right. I'll move you guys in a minute, but I just want to separate this green stalk out so that I have space to fill each one. All right. Okay. All three here. Let me move you here on top of the fireplace. Does anybody ever save the seeds from your mango that you eat and try to get it to like propagate and grow a mango? So we got some mango seeds out here. My husband wants me to try to see if I can get it to grow. We'll see. We will see. So let's see. These bags are like super duper heavy. Let me bend it down so you can see what I'm doing here. So pull it up right. Mangoes would be nice. Yeah, I would like some mangoes, but I don't know if they'll grow in this climate here. Okay. Where are my gloves? Oh. Okay. And the scissors. Try to make it easy for myself. Just go ahead and put the tier on here so I can roll it around one tier at a time. How long do they take to grow? Yeah, he does know I live in the north. It was just, he feels that because we have the fireplace in the back, we can get the started and then wrap it in the winter times. And I'm like, I think it'll die once the snow hits it. The mango, it grows on I think they grow on trees. So let me close the door to the back porch so no rain comes in. Okay. So, all right. Let's start. Open up this bag. They working in the rain back there. I hope they don't slide off that roof. It's crazy. I feel bad for them. Okay. So, let's see. Here we go. All right, let's get it. We're going to try to do this fairly quickly. I do appreciate everybody for joining the stream today, but let's try to get this green stalk with all the seeds in there done pretty good. Chanel mango will make a beautiful plant, but no fruit in our area. Tropical fruit, so they only grow. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. They only grow in the south, so maybe I can start the plant here and then take it down to my grandmother in South Carolina and put a mango tree in her yard. That's what my thought was. So I'm just gonna hand put it in here until it's light enough for me to pick up. Try to put as much in here without. And for those of you that are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. I do like subscribers. I have goals. And then make sure you hit the thumbs up if you're watching this morning. I try to go live every Saturday and Sunday at this point. When the time changes and the sun comes up a little bit earlier, sometimes I'll go live during the week. And we just pretty much hang out in the garden. You can ask me a question. As you can see, I ask a lot of questions. I'll show you my garden. I try to tune into you guys' channels and see what's in your garden. So this is what we've been doing. I try to release content all throughout the week. So thank you to those of you that watch and engage. I really appreciate it. I feel like it's a lot of sticks in this, but I grow stuff with this potting soil in the pots outside. So I kind of just want to pour it in, but I'm not really trying to hurt myself this morning by lifting these heavy bags of soil. Let's see if I could pour it in. Okay. Without, I probably shouldn't have put it on the wheels yet, because now it's sliding. Let me lock the wheel. Okay. All right, lock the wheel and lock this wheel. Here we go. All right. Okay. So, have to go pick up some fruit trees. Have a good day. Have a good day, Cece. You could make a ground hoop house for them. Yeah, I was thinking that. So that's what I'm thinking. If I start the mango here, because I don't think that I will be able to get it to survive here to have actual fruit, I could take it down to my grandmother when we go down for a trip and plant a mango tree out in her yard. And that'll be something extra for her to have in her garden. She has like a ton of things out there. So just breaking up the soil here. Keeping it loose, because they say you're supposed to keep the soil loose. And yeah, it's a big like chunk. All right. Lift this bag again. I actually think I'm gonna take it off the wheels. I probably should have paid attention to where I put the wheels, because not all the wheels have a lock. So I'm gonna alternate the lock wheels so they can be one in between the other. All right. Alternate these lock wheels here. There we go. Big time, I'm gonna have to clean up out here later, but all right. All right, let's see. Rich, can you give me a time check, please? If you're still there, which I know you are, sometimes you just be out here doing things, not paying attention. Let's see. All right. Probably need a little bit more soil in here, but tiny bit. But before I completely do this, I want to check these wheels. 9:30? Okay. Yeah, I was right. So there's 3 locks and 3 knots. So 1, 2. So I need to move these. Thank you, Jason. You too. I see you hanging out with us the full time today. Okay. So yeah, just gonna alternate the wheels here, because I think what happens is, yeah. So down is locked, and then open. So I'm gonna open them, or let me lock them. All right, so it doesn't move. All right. All right. So I'm gonna completely full it 6:30 a.m. at your house. Whew. I get up around 6:30 my time, so Eastern Standard Time. What Hash, what time zone are you in the United States? What time zone? Let's say 6:30. So, okay. Are you in the US or just one tier full? And I'll put the little disc on there because I want to see where to put the all right. So that's 2 bags. Completely loosen up this soil, which it is loose. To keep from wasting a bag, I know I said I was going to leave the same type of soil in each container, but in this green stalk, but I don't want to have like open soil, so I'm just going to use this bag here. Okay. Keep it loose. Add a little bit more of this one. All right. Just crumbling this up here. So, okay. So there's 2. Put the disc in the middle of that one, and just 1 more to fill. 9:30 East Coast, 6:30 in my house. California. Okay. Approaching 2 hours. Okay. That was the goal, right? 2-hour stream. All right. So we have gone through 3 bags, got 3, basically it'll be about 3.5 bags of potting soil for this 1 green stalk. So, well, not 3.5, because I used it on the other one too. So I need to get a broom out here. I need to get a broom out here. Oh, I've definitely got to clean up out here because I have a little bit of not OCD, but I like for things to be nice and tidy. Um, Hash, do you have a garden? If so, what do you grow? Because come out here and give me some gardening gym tips. What do you grow? Oh, okay. It's big. Break it up. So I got to clean up both areas. I got like dirt potting soil over there on the other side of the sun porch on the ground, and this side too. So it's kind of crazy. It's halfway full. I kind of want to try to pour it now, but it's still kind of big, so lean it over. I'm about to agree with you, Rich. I need to hit the gym because this is getting me a little winded this morning, fighting with the soil to get it out the bag. It's not supposed to be this hard. Oh, yep, big mess. You laughing? It's not even funny. I'm like, feel like I'm fighting for my life over here with some garden soil. This is crazy work right here. I actually do have time today to go hop on my treadmill downstairs. So this is the first Saturday in a really long time that I don't have to do any like running around. So that might be on the agenda for today, and a nap. Okay, so here we go. I think this one is almost done. And I have 1.5 bags of all the garden soil that I showed you left. So a full bag that I didn't open at all, which is okay because I can use it outside in a pot later. So and I'm glad that it's kind of like sprinkling outside because that means the plants outside get plenty of some of moisture, and they won't go through too much plant shock, although they've been outside for quite some time. So all right, so here we go. Oh, look at this big mess I made. Maybe I could get some of this soil off the dirt, off the ground right here, and put it in this pot. Okay. All right. I'll get a broom a little bit later. All right. Here we go. So let's see. Y'all laughing? How long does it take? Well, I've been doing this one for what, the past 5-10 minutes. So not too long as you have the soil here. I'm about to go in now and plant. Let me get the garlic. So on the bottom of the green stalk, I'm going to plant in some garlic. Put my labels here. I'm going to do 2 garlic. So put them on opposite sides actually. So with the garlic, I'm going to put orange beets on one side. What is it? Golden beets. Okay. Golden. So golden beets on this side, and then on the other side, what seeds did I have? Detroit dark red. So on this side. So that'll be the bottom tier, which means I have to move this off the wheels and replace it. But let's get started. Let's put some garlic in first. So garlic here. Gonna put this down. Garlic and garlic. What I'm also doing is I'm making sure like the bottom of the garlic goes down first on both. That quick, okay. So, wrong hand. So got the garlic in. All right. And then I'm just gonna have to wash my hands. So the Detroit red beets, I'm gonna put on this side. I'm gonna overseed and then thin them out. Let's see what you guys have to say. Painter's tape is a great label. Good morning. Yeah, so do we have painter's tape? I'll look into that. That'll probably be the move. So I bought these labels in bulk. So I have a ton of them, like a lot of them. So I'm gonna go in, I'm not gonna overseed the beets. I'm only gonna put 2 in each, and then I'm gonna thin it out once they sprout, because this is a container. I noticed that in my other container, I might have seeded them too heavy. So I'm gonna just drop in 2 seeds here, 2 seeds here, with knowing that I'm gonna have to thin them out. So 2 more. And they come in like these little clusters. So let me just show. I know y'all know what. This is mainly for my brothers. You see this? Oh, okay. I dropped it in the heater. 3 seedlings showing up. My Swiss chard are going crazy. So you see this cluster? All right. Drop it in there. So that's my beets. The Detroit red ones. Move those over. Cover it up. Just got to make sure I water it in real good. And then actually sprinkle a little bit more on this side. So that's the Detroit red. I'm gonna put the golden on this side. Turn the labels out so I can see them. Garlic. And where are my golden beet seeds? Here we go. Just poke a little hole, keeping them pretty separate. I think that's enough. I'm dropping stuff over here like crazy. 1, 2, 2. These seeds. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that's good. So I'm not gonna overseed these. Yes, I did put my glove on the wrong hand, if anybody noticed, but it's okay. So this one, put the top here. I'm gonna just swap it out, put the root veggies at the bottom. The next tier, I'm gonna put, God, this stuff is heavy. Okay. This tier is done. Lock it in on the wheels. All right, one done. What else did I have here? I'm gonna put lettuce, lettuce, lettuce. The second tier is gonna be, this is beets, mustards. Yeah, so I do most of my gardening in the mornings so that I can have the rest of the day to myself. So let me just write in these real quick. Southern giant mustards. I need 3 of these because I wanna grow a lot of mustards. I like mustards. Southern giant. So that's these 3. And then I have tatsoi. Donzel, do you have a garden? If so, what do you grow? Okay, I got those 3. I'm gonna alternate the pockets on this one. I'm gonna go Southern Giant tatsoi, Southern Giant tatsoi, and just like that. And for these, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna take my grandmother's method, and you don't. Oh wow. I'm gonna take my grandmother's method, and I'll thin them out eventually. But I'm gonna do like what I call like the salt, pepper, sprinkle method here. Just gonna sprinkle them in and then make connection with the soil. So just taking a few, sprinkling them in, and then use my glove here, sprinkle them in. This was the Giant Southern, so put this label here. What I may do is take a handful of soil that I pretty much just wasted on the floor, sprinkle it on top, make sure it has good connection with the soil. And I know I'm going to do every other one, so since I have the seed packet in my hand, just sprinkle them in. I'll thin them out and make sure they have good connection. Yes, I am raking dirt up off the ground, make it easier for me to clean up. Southern Giant here. And then the last one of this one. Okay. Okay. All right. And then where's my last label? Southern Giant. So got the Southern Giant in, put these seeds in. Then go in here with the tatsoi. I'm not going to see these ones as thick. I'm going to definitely have to thin it out. All right. Tatsoi here. Sprinkle it. Make sure it got good connection here. All right. Just grab a little bit of soil here. Sprinkle it over just to make sure it has good connection with the soil here. All right. Get these 3 labels. We're almost done. So I thank everybody for hanging out with me. What we got to wait for now is to see if rich black man has sent over his funds. For those of you that are waiting to see if I'm gonna eat a hot pepper on stream, it's dependent on what Big Brother does. So let's see. All right. I'm trying to clip this in. There we go. So clipped on this side, clipped on this side. I'm just trying to make sure all the clips are in properly. So that's one of the other things that I like, is that it clips in super. It's never too late to start. That's right. So maybe I could be your inspiration to start a little let me, are these unlocked? They are locked, I think. I just want to move it out of the way. There we go. Move it over. See how easy it is to roll? This was why I wanted it. For this aspect of it. Yeah, I definitely got a lot done. So we have this last tier here to sprinkle in some lettuce seeds. Man. Okay. So I like that this rolls. It's perfect. And I do want to put a little bit more. I want to fill to the line here. So I'm just loosening this up. I want to fill it to the line. I think that should be enough to fill it to the line. Oh, and depending on when you order, sometimes they send you free seeds, meaning green stalk. They send you free seeds and stickers. So I did like that part of it. Oh, my labels fell. And I'm going to put the stickers on my seed boxes. Definitely got to come out here and clean. This is, it's messy, but a little less messier than what I thought it was going to be. I think I only need this. Okay. So, all right. So we got a lot done today. Hopefully it's not raining tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be outside more than less, as long as it's not raining. So, okay. All right. Lettuce. So, did I miss a label? I did. Yeah, put a label here that didn't belong. And I need a few more labels. Okay. So I got my labels here. I'm going to do 2 of each lettuce. So the butter crunch lettuce is very like soft, I think. So it's not one of those like crisp, in my opinion, type of lettuce, but I like it nonetheless. I misspelled this one. CH, butter crunch. All right. So there's butter crunch lettuce. There's prize head. Put that there. All right. And then there's oak leaf. As you can see, there's something written on the back of it already, but I just recycle these. I scratch out oak leaf. All right. So this is the last tier of the green stalk before we put it in. I'm going to go in, and just like that, the sun is back out. I may go out and do some more stuff in the garden, so it'll probably look a little bit different tomorrow. So let me just put this in, and then I'll tell you what is in tune for the stream tomorrow. We streamed a little bit longer today. What is this? Butter Crunch. So the stream tomorrow may not be as long, but we'll see. I'll stream nonetheless, I think. So stay tuned for the notifications. Hopefully your notifications are on. And lettuce seeds are very, very small, so I'm going to do it similar to I'm going to use the cut and come again method, so I'm kind of putting them a little bit thicker than I normally would. Okay. And then my plan also could be possibly to go run and check on, what is this? Oak leaf, or these two over on this side. I could go check on Trina and Mariah today. A rodent got it. You guys can follow the content to see how they fared. So just sprinkle this. Like I said, I'm going to come in and thin it out. So that's 2. And then the prize head on these 2. All right. So one thing I noticed is that the butter crunch, the seeds are like a more of a brown color, and the last 2 seeds that I took out of these pack are more of a white color, so they're easier to see. So just gonna come in, make good contact with the soil with these, no gloves, yes I know, with these seeds, push them down in there, take some soil from the ground over here, push it down in there since the seeds are so small. All right, so gotta go in and wash these hands of mine. All right, so let me just roll this over. Everyone can see this is pretty heavy. Okay, let me roll it over so you guys can see. So just pretty much sure I lock the pockets in, move it back a little bit. Bam. Did they all lock in? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So like I said, the lettuce will be at the top. I'm just and the watering snaps in too. Did it snap on this side? Okay. 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 All right. I might have to take some soil out of this top tier because it doesn't. Oh no. Okay. Is it all snapped in? It's all snapped in. So you see how easy it rolls? Perfect. Okay. So rolls very easy. All right. So everybody, all right, Rich, it's time. Did you or did you not send the funds? Because if you did, I'll keep my word and I will bite into that pepper. You know, I could tell just simply by looking at my phone. So I'm still here. I'm going to do it on tomorrow's live stream. All right. So hopefully you guys are still here. Tomorrow's live stream is where, depending on what Big Brother does, we may or may not eat a live hot pepper on live stream. But thank everybody for joining me today. We were able to get a lot done. We finished planting both green stalks here. We put some garlic out in the garden. We took a look out in the enclosure to see we took a look at the enclosure to see what's there. We did pick a little bit. We did talk to each other about what we're putting in our green stalks and the different tips that we had. So thank everybody for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, please go in and subscribe to the stream. Hit that like button, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you browse around the channel so you can see all of the different types of content that we have out there. And happy growing, everyone. I hope to see everybody tomorrow, but hey, if we don't see anybody, if you don't see, if I don't see you tomorrow, I know that I'll see you within the channel commenting on some things. So thank you everybody for coming out. I'm gonna put this pepper in the garage. Maybe tomorrow we'll look into overwintering some more peppers, and stay tuned for more and more content. So thank everybody for joining me for these 2+ hours today. You all were amazing, amazing, amazing with all of the chat. So thank you everybody for coming in. We're gonna head out for today, get some more stuff done. The great thing about gardening in the morning is when you garden in the morning, you have the rest of the day to do whatever it is you want to do. So thank you for joining. I'll see you next time.